ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Indianapolis Colts.
For the Cowboys.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from Indianapolis. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these two things: balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up starting this drive inside the red zone.
Run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. He'll drop the throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Now after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to be 3rd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Cowboys.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
2nd and 10.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Pickens. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That is Ferguson in motion. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Back to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from 34 yards. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. It's C.D. Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Motion man is Harris. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man! It's Harris! Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
First down, Dallas.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and A quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Nick Cross. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. 3 all is the score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They have it. Second and 4 coming up. Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Forrest Buckner brings him down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Harris, the man in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At the 14-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll run it with Williams. And he will score! Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys take a 10-3 lead.
Colts 3. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A quick throw on this RPO, and Downs has it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, Here's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
1st and 10. Quickly out to Downs on the receiver screen. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Little quick pass to the receiver, heading right. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
3rd and 6. A screen going to be set up for Robinson, and a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Gain of 4 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. That's complete left side to Pickens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big play for the Cowboys. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up the 3rd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To throw here to begin the drive. Open man, his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's another
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
29-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's incomplete.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Osa Odigizua into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
And 17.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Third and a long way to go. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now on third and long. Forced to his right. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2. At the Cowboys 9-yard line.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Indy. Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this will be incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
A tough spot here. Third and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. So third and long, trying to pick up the first down to keep the drive going. Instead, the worst result. It goes back the other way, Greg, and the defense scores with a pick 6.
Mike, sometimes there's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless, and I think you find yourself in third and long, you're trying to make a play, but sometimes you just press a little too far, and this time it leads to the turnover and the pick six.
The
Trader now on for the extra point. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. This is caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works. So instead of one, they get two. So one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
And the Cowboy first down.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. Williams hit, and he loses the football. The Colts have come away with the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll look deep for Pittman. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Second and 10. Back to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
to throw. It's flat, brought in by Harris. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll look to throw. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This pass right side, caught by Lang. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Cowboys.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cowboys.
That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
3 more yards.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey to the 5-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with Williams. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it to the end zone. It's intercepted. He gets free. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. Oh, a loose football. The Cowboys have it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
They'll go with the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And that's going to be incomplete, but hold on. There is a flag down. Let's see what we've got.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Now, faking the give. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
It's 3rd and 4. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On to the 4th quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing now from the gun. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man downfield. It's Mitchell. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 19 on that pass play. That's good for a Colts first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
At their own 12-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another 1st down.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Again, it's McCaffrey. Again, he finds an opening. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now this time they'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. Third down coming up. Complete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
On fourth down, the veteran Ryan Anger on a punt for Dallas, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. On the give, it's Robinson. Bijan Robinson still going. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
Well, we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So here we go. Colts trying to get a little bit closer. They'll go for two now.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
First
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
J.T. Tuimoloau on the stop. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Colts' 23-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here's Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Devontae Turpin. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. On the ground, Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Second and 6 coming up. try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. Inside the 20. And he'll be taken down. It's a big play when they needed it the most. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
So on is Spencer Schrader in a huge spot. This to get back within a field goal.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indy.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.